Good morning and happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. A huge shout out to my mom. Thank you for making me, creating me, inspiring me, and just always being there to challenge me to be the best that I can and contributing to my life. And you have made a huge impact in my life, and I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate you, Mom, and I love you. So with that, we'll get into some things that I wanted to talk about today, which are succeeding and getting started, and they go hand in hand. So we will start with succeeding, and everyone has a different picture of what success looks like inside their mind. So success is truly in the eye of the beholder, and a lot of people are trying to be successful or looking to be successful, or you're chasing after the success, or you have this particular picture of what success looks like, and what you're not realizing is that you're already succeeding, and you've already succeeded in multiple things throughout your life. So yes, you may have failed, but you're not a failure. Okay, you can turn things around in your favor. It's a matter of perception and the way you see it. So you can be successful in failing. You can continue to do so, and you are succeeding. You could succeed in making excuses, and you could be a successful excuse maker. You can be successful in procrastination. Now, I don't want to jump down the negative pipeline, but I think you see where I'm going. So success is not tied to good or bad. Yet a lot of times we do tie it to being good or reaching this high level of success, we'll call it. But you can be successful in failing, or successful in not hitting your goals. So again, I'm not going to continue to go on there, but I just want you to see that there's these trends, okay, these habits, these rituals, these things that you do every day that will lead to your success, whether that is hitting your goal or not hitting your goal. You can be successful in not hitting it. Okay, so let's travel back into some of the things that you've done that you have succeeded in. Okay, most people can talk. Okay, well, when you were born as a baby, you could not talk, and you succeeded in learning how to talk. You probably couldn't walk. So after a while, you had, tried, failed, and both of these things, and you learned how to walk. So, and you were successful in that. So those are two things that a lot of people take for granted that we do automatically, but you did learn how to do that and went through multiple failures in order to be successful in doing that. So look throughout your past. I'm sure there's many things you've done. Maybe you achieved something at your job that nobody else has. Maybe you learned something at work that nobody else has. Maybe you learned how to swim. Maybe you learned how to jump rope. Whatever that may be, everything you will start out at not being great at. So unless you're just a complete natural, and that is very, very rare. So everything that you want to do can be learned. And in order to learn it, you're going to have to practice. You're going to have to fail. You're going to have to try, fail, and adjust. So what you have to look at is what you want to be, what this vision of success that you're holding up there, is that something that you like to do? So one, you could look at, hey, I like all the results that this thing is gonna bring to me, right? It's awesome. I'm gonna have fancy cars, a mansion, I'm gonna be able to travel the world. Okay, well, what is the process that it is going to take for you to get there? And if you do not like the process, you're not going to get there. And ultimately, in most cases, you're driven by the wrong thing. You're looking at the money, and if money is the only motivation that's going to get you there, generally that's usually not strong enough. And I'm not saying that it's impossible, because I believe that nothing is. But the money alone is not going to be strong enough to drive you from a passion or a purpose in order for you to chase after that. And it'll just stay being an idea, a dream, or a wish. So you have to find what what drives you, what excites you, what makes you happy, what makes you passionate, and find out how to put that into a daily routine that you're following in order to reach that end goal. So tailor what you love to do and put it in a position on a road to reach where you want to go. And I believe that a lot of us can use more of doing that and using what we love to do to help other people or to share with other people, because that's what you were put here for. So you have those seeds inside you. Let them grow and plant them. Stop hiding them and burying them, because we only get one shot at this world. So let's talk about getting started. So everything starts small. Everything starts small. We were born small and we got big, okay? Any big company out there that you admire, whether it's, Walmart, Amazon, Bill Gates, what is he, Microsoft, any company out there, whether it's a Myers or anything that's out there, and I'm talking about the shopping grocery chain across the country, any big business that's out there, any successful athlete, all of them started out small. And what they had was a passion and a vision, and they started working towards it. So everything big starts out small. So if you start small, you can win big. Don't be discouraged by the small steps that it takes. As long as you are taking the steps, you're getting closer to your goal. And I'll say that a lot because I truly 100% believe it. And I know that you're not going to get to the end if you don't start. So don't get lost at the beginning. Don't focus on everybody else's ending or everybody else's already well along the way, and you're comparing it to yourself, and it's discouraging you from taking the first step because you're, oh my gosh, wow, look at how far along this guy is. Well, you're not looking at the beginning where they started, because they started with one step just like you're going to start with one step. So I encourage you, do whatever it takes to take the first step. Okay, we can be back to being successful, right? We can be successful in taking the first step and going after our goals, or we can be successful in making excuses why not to. So don't let excuses get in the way and stop you from taking the first step. Put one foot down. Write down, what is that one thing? John Maxwell had a very good quote that he shared. I went to one of his seminars years ago, and he said, hey, I want you to imagine that there's a tree in your backyard, and just a regular sized tree, and your goal, so like that tree is, if you're able to knock down that tree, that would be achieving your goal. So all your dreams and everything is going to be related to knocking down this tree. And the only thing that you have is you have an axe, okay? And you're able to hit this thing 5 times every single day. And that's the work that it's going to take. Now, when this tree falls, you're going to accomplish all your dreams, everything that you have in mind, everything that you want to accomplish is going to happen when this tree falls. And all you need to do is go out and take 5 hits at it every single day. So he said the most important thing that you have to do is, what are those 5 things? What are those 5 things? And maybe for you it's 3 things. This is just an example. But what are those 5 whacks, if you would, every day that you need to put into practice? So you can call them whacks, you can call them 5 steps, you can call them 5 things. Or again, it could be 3, it could be 2, depending on what you're trying to accomplish. But what are those things that you need to do every day that's going to lead you closer to knocking that tree down? And really, that's all it is. Because time is the great equalizer, and it's either working for you or it's working against you. But so many people are searching for a time machine. Time is the time machine, because time multiplies. What you do will multiply and compound over time. So these little efforts that you're doing right now that may seem so little, compound over time, are going to be life-changing, and that's what's going to get you to where you want to go. So thank you for tuning in. If this video added any value whatsoever, you liked it, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Thanks, and have a great day.